Let me ask you something. If someone asks your child, what does your family stand for? Will your child be able to answer that? Not what school they attend, not what church they attend, not what neighborhood they live in, but what your family actually stands for. Because here's the truth. Every strong family has one thing in common: clarity about values, clarity about identity, and clarity about standards. And most families today have routines but no defined values. So today I'm going to show you how to create a family value system, a simple structure that keeps your home steady no matter what happens from the outside. Hi, I'm Matthias Luka Agbu. I help men rise into their full potential so they can thrive as husbands, fathers, and leaders in society through value-based leadership, personal development, and digital empowerment. And if you truly want to raise grounded children, you must move from random parenting into intentional cultural building. Here is the real problem. Here is what many parents assume. They assume children will just pick up values naturally, that by living in your house, they will automatically absorb character. But the truth is, they won't, because the world is teaching them something every day. Social media is teaching them, music is teaching them, friends are teaching them, culture is teaching them. And if you are not deliberate, the world becomes their primary teacher. Most parents are busy surviving, paying bills, meeting deadlines, managing pressure. And survival mode leaves little room for intentional leadership. But survival is not the same as direction. Without a shared value system, a family drifts because there's no clear standard, no shared language, no agreed definition of what is right or wrong. And the cost of this is that children make decisions based on convenience and not conviction. They make decisions based on what is trending, not what is true. And that is why you don't just build a home, you build a culture. And culture is built on values. Let me ask you this. Have you ever clearly defined your family's core values? Or you are just assuming everyone knows them? Let's build this practically. Here is how to create a family value system that actually works. Step number 1, articulate your core values. Sit down with your spouse and write 5 to 7 core values you want your family to live by. Not 20 and not 50, 5 to 7. Examples like integrity, compassion, faith, courage, responsibility, excellence. Keep it simple. Clarity beats complexity all time. Step number 2, define what each of these values means in your home. Don't just write the word courage or integrity or respect. Define it. Example, using respect as a value. Write something like, in this family, respect means we speak calmly even when we disagree. Or using integrity, for instance, you can write, in this family, integrity means telling the truth, even if it costs us. Because if you don't define the word, everyone defines it differently. When you have shared definitions, it creates shared expectations. Step number 3, display it. This sounds small, but it's powerful. Print your family values, frame it, and put it on the wall. Let your children see them daily. When values are visible, they become memorable. But when they are hidden, they are forgotten. Step number 4, teach them daily through conversation. Values should not appear only during correction. They should appear in your everyday conversation. When you make a decision, say something like this: we are doing it because our family believes in responsibility. When a child acts courageously, say something like this: that is courageous, and courage is one of our family values. The goal here is to turn abstract words like the values into lived experiences. Step number 5, reinforce it and celebrate it. When your child lives out a value, acknowledge it immediately. Say something like, you told the truth even though it was hard. That is integrity. You helped your siblings without being asked. That is compassion. What gets celebrated gets repeated. And affirmation strengthens identity. Here's a simple system you can use: turning words into culture. Once a week, you can ask, where did we live out our family values this week? Let everyone share. Celebrate growth. Discuss improvement. That is how values move from decoration to culture. Let me say something very important. When your family has clear values, decisions become easier. Peer pressure loses power, confusion disappears, arguments become clearer, because instead of debating emotions, you refer back to standards. A child raised in a value-driven home grows up with an internal compass, and that internal compass is what guides them when you are not there. That is the real goal. Not control, but internal conviction. Because the truth is, one day your child will leave your house, and in that moment your influence disappears. What then remains? The values you built into them. That is what remains, and that is what will guide them. So in conclusion, culture does not happen by accident. It is built by design. So don't just create a home. Create a standard, create a language, and create a shared identity. If this message helped you, subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we will go into something many parents misunderstand, which is parenting is beyond providing for your children. Because parenting is not just about provision, it is about formation. Let's raise families that live by conviction and not convenience.